Alright. Good evening, once again. The dice is a 5, so that's the first set, which I was not looking forward to. But I guess I'll take it. Wait, turn those around. So I have a shark and I have a freeze. Two weapons which I don't think interact all that well together. And I also, apparently, am incredibly rusty after not playing the game for only a single day. Whoop. Shark at least deals good amounts of damage. Right. I don't think I like the shark that much. But I feel like I can work with it if I just don't combine it with the freeze. And what skills I will still just pick whatever I find and like and what fits. Why does it deal so much damage? The shark does not destroy doors, huh? Interesting. Okay. Castlevania. I need to go to the ossuary still, so that one's kind of just set. Toxic sewers, everything's just next to each other. Except for the hunter room. Except for the hunter grenade room. Survival skills, doesn't really matter, I don't have money. Why does this thing deal so much damage? Okay, Legaga doing good work. He's probably gonna die at some point. Because I do not have... This is an upgrade? It is not. More damage to burning target. Eh. Right. Well, what was I about to say? I'm gonna continue with the rolling for now. Until I have at least, like... Oh, come on. Do you deal... inflicts critical hits on rooted targets? In that case... bringing a wolf trap might not be the worst idea. Or a root grenade, both of which also scale with survival. I don't think there's a shield which roots, at least not to my knowledge, or at least I haven't unlocked any. Where's the hunter room? That's some firepower. This weapon is so slow. The Legog is kind of carrying me right now. Promenade. So it's down there beneath the treasure. I'm not expecting this run to last long. Like, the shark is not my favorite weapon. Now, I'm gonna look for... I'm gonna go to the promenade again. I'm looking for basically... What I'm looking for is a root grenade, wolf trap, or a stun grenade. With this shark, I honestly prefer like the root grenade. Or the wolf trap. No, wolf trap, damn, there we go. Because I need some CC to keep the enemies at bay. While I'm extracting whoever I'm extracting. And I'm pretty sure all three of those options have more than like 5 seconds. I was unaware that he would restore himself that quickly. Those birds are gonna kill me. I can already feel it. Those birds are going to kill me. Oh. Simply because the shark is not quick enough to hit them before they hit me. But not quick enough. I feel like most other weapons could have hit him twice and kill. Okay, to be fair, the shark deals a lot of damage on the first hit. 6, that's the second column. Let's see what we get. It is... Okay, that's actually kind of disappointing. It's 2 weapons that I can only use one of. Right. I'm gonna take this and go for brutality. I need to keep in mind I cannot equip a shield with this. I kind of want to know what the legendary version of it does. Otherwise, the triple hit on the normal combo is... That's completely fine. This one has more range, but is a bit slow for my tastes. Oh, a legendary shield. I said I'll keep the entire set. And frankly, it doesn't matter because I won't have a shield anyway. Like the trick deals a good amount of damage. Okay. Not enough damage. Not enough damage to fight death. I'd hoped I could ignore that elite until I kill the other 2, but... And with that I mean not aggro him. But unfortunately, not good enough. 8, that's the second column again. Alucard's sword. Now here's a question, because Alucard's sword does give you the Alucard shield if you get the legendary version of him. Of it, and the legendary version I would take. Question is, do I keep the shield and use it? I feel like it's part of the weapon and would allow it. Why do I get all the legendaries now that I don't look for them? Alright. What are you? Don't projectiles used? Sure. Question, do I go for survival or brutality? I honestly kind of don't want to go for survival. Because I go for survival quite a lot. Kind of feel like I want to go brutality with that. But what mutations would I take? Like, definitely the damn vigor. Probably the recovery. Okay, there's the sewers. I can see where the treasure is. Castlevania shouldn't have anything behind it. How did I land on that and then fall further? Wait. Maybe take the vengeance. It is an upgrade. Upgrades are allowed. Maybe I'll just return to the previous idea of going with a single weapon and then choosing supporting equipment as I like. It kind of feels like the sword locks you in place. No. So that is not the Arboretum. The Arboretum is never hidden. It's kind of rare actually for me to find one of those. Hey, that was very nice. Okay, Promenade is cursed. I kind of expected that. There's Hayabusa boots. I don't think I care for those. Well, I can. Because there could be a scroll. So I'm gonna go that way as well. And that is the way to the... Actually, it's the way to the... No, wait, it's not the way to the Arboretum. Have I missed where the Arboretum is? Oh, down there. Okay. But there's also not anything here, I assume. Well, sell it then. Is the Malays food cheaper or less valuable? Because it's also 210 instead of 300. Anyway. Only 15 kills. Then the vigor. Now the first hit of the sword is basically guaranteed to be a crit if I just attack from far enough away. Meaning, I could take the... what is it? Not Predator. Initiative mutation for even more extra damage. Ow. How did I get there? grab that. I think initiative might be the thing. Might actually just be the thing. Alright, more brutality. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure what to do about healing. Since healing-wise, the frenzy, I still don't know how good that is. Maybe the recovery is just straight up the best option for that. Get me a stun grenade. I could take a soldier grenade, which should have relatively slow cooldown. Or relatively low cooldown. And use it with... what is that other thing called? Like, there is a mutation that lowers cooldown, and then I could use the scheme to increase damage after using the soldier grenade. And cooldown reduction after melee kills to just throw the soldier grenade a whole lot. Ah, challenge room. I'm not cursed. This is the single best time to use a challenge room. I am still incredibly happy that these aren't cursed chests at the front of challenge rooms. What are you? Unfortunately, not the correct stats. Absolutely hate these jumps. Alright. Took. The fuck was that? Okay, so Dead Cells just crashed. Very sad, very unfortunate. I feel like this is... I don't know how it saves. Oh, it saves at the front of this. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay, it may save whenever you... It may just save whenever you switch location. Well, that just means I don't take any damage. And it didn't crash this time. So apparently that was kind of a blessing in disguise. Not even disguise, just straight up a blessing. Alright, there's some more enemies in here. Unfortunately, not quite enough. Oh wait, now it was enough. I don't need skills. Still not entirely sure what to take. Take some money, health, a croissant. Now I can switch, and I honestly think about getting that Alucard shield just for the full look, and then I never have to play those two weapons again. If I actually beat the game with them. Yeah. Oh. It is good to know that the bird exploding himself apparently also counts as killing him. Also, the malaise is getting annoying. And that's kind of what it's there for. I feel like the enemy spawning in is the most annoying thing. God damn it. Apparently that was 5 enemies just in one. What do we get? Okay, that's the Morass of the Banished. That's not where I want to go. The Prison Depths is where I want to go. Okay. What if there's more health? Archers. I haven't seen archers in a while. Good to know that they can spawn as well. Not the grenade I wanted, actually. I wonder if I can parry that. Should have checked if it was infected first. Now this should be the Prison Depths, though. And it is, and it's also cursed. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Let me actually check. Are there? There are no more scrolls in here, so I don't actually have to go through all of those enemies. Right, in that case I'm just gonna bail. I also have enough health that I don't need to look for a heal item. I don't actually know what boss you can get to from the ossuary. Get me the recovery. You know what? Bank it is. I do prefer that over the hidden fuck, the hidden enemies are also in here, aren't they? Are the cursed enemies in here? Because the next area would have been cursed. It replaces a cursed area. Are there cursed enemies? I don't know. I'll see. Alright. Why is the sword so long, actually? I'm pretty sure the sword in Symphony of the Night was not that long. Well, Alucard's sword, but some other. Can you just... Doesn't even give you anything. Absolute fucking fraud. Fuck. Accidentally hit him. Wanted to hit the other guy. Also, I'm pretty sure those enemies don't show up in the prison depths, do they? Do they show up in the prison depths? Roll it. 17, that's the 4th column. That's the greed weapon. And the blood shield, the greed knife. Thankfully, that is basically just whenever you just kill an enemy, whenever you kill an enemy, you get money. So that is actually just crits on crits whenever you kill something. Well, not every enemy, and it's probably really bad against bosses, but at least it makes it easy what scaling to go for. Also, the combo isn't bad. Like 2 slashes and a stab. And both of those show up in brutality. Now I'm not gonna buy anything right now. And I'm still gonna go for a stun grenade or a wolf trap or something like that at the start. Okay, Arboretum. I will go with the... Oh, is that a phaser? Ah, shit, I'd love to have that. Oh. I forgot that thing stuns. Reveal invisible enemies. That is good. It is a phaser. There's a vampirism. Now I don't know. Maybe I go with Midas Blood. Should have again checked before using it. Okay, you can actually stop them from transforming. So the phaser is... oh, the spawned-in enemies don't give money. Shit. Okay, so phaser. Teleports you behind an enemy, and then you deal extra damage. If I recall correctly. That's Castlevania. Okay, there's the Hunter Room. Teleports you behind an enemy, and then the next hit deals extra damage. Yeah. You can, I believe, combine that with the... I should have gone to the treasure room earlier. With the scheme for additional damage after the last hit. And the phaser also only has like 2 seconds cooldown. Right. But before we do that... Ice bow. Interesting that there's weapons from like enemies that don't even spawn anymore. That's a neat idea. Wait, do they retain the health they had beforehand? Also, good evening. Or do they get... do they full heal? Ice bow. Briefly freezes enemies. How'd I never get you before? Which is it? Not Predator, Medical, Instinct, Initiative, Combo, Scheme. It is just Scheme. Yeah, okay. Ranger's Gear is the ranged version, okay. Anyway. How was your Christmas? I hope it was merry. Alright, I need to use my phaser. Phaser more. It always teleports behind them, regardless of whether they're facing you or not. Okay. Or it always teleports you so you stand behind them afterwards. That is good to know. That would probably be really good with the Assassin's Dagger. Sure, grab that. Melee steer has increased. Wait, how did I get to... Oh, does the healing pot also decrease melees? That would explain that. I don't want the Lecoga. Fortunately, no upgrade. Holy water could have been good, but I think I kind of want to just try the grenade. Alright, no more curse. More brutality. And then I should actually maybe use the grenade if I want to keep it. Oh, come on! I thought I parried that, but I looked in the wrong direction. That's probably the only problem I have with this stick. Sometimes it flicks. Maybe I should have gone somewhere where I had more space. Who's writing me? Alright. A bit of a planning for tomorrow, because we're gonna visit my grandmother. What weapon is it gonna be? 3, that's the oven axe. Honestly, put that on the second one. Ignore the cross. Now, frontline shield increases the damage of the next attack. Okay, it one-shots them. Interesting. Good to know. Still a bit slow for my tastes. Also, I don't know how long the attack is allowed to. How long you can basically just hit the button again for the crit combo. Anyway, Monday is gonna be neat. On Monday I'm gonna go visit a pal, and we're gonna play board games together. Basically the board games we got for Christmas. I just realized the invisible thing could have been really good with this axe. Because you can just line up the hit. Alright, toxic sewers. I don't think I can get from the toxic sewers to the ossuary, so I skip. Actually, can I? Toxic sewers is corrupted prison, so that's a no ossuary. Okay. Are you better? No. The problem I see mostly is just when the enemies are already there. When you're already like in a long corridor. Like this one where you can't really drop through platform or go up. Okay, that's the Arboretum. That's what you mean. Mm-hmm. That's the crit one, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, survival. I'm not gonna buy anything. Since first I need to get me the... Has more range than it looks to have. Interestingly. Okay, hunter grenade. I honestly kind of want to keep the tonic. Have I been everywhere? I think so. Yeah, Castlevania's missing and the Arboretum, but that's fine. Have to try and master it. Get me the damned vigor. And then probably go with the frostbite then after, yeah. Because the axe does appear like if it as if it could just one-shot everything. Especially as soon as you have the crit. I honestly would prefer to have like a cudgel here. Though I think... Okay, not for all enemies. These guys, for some reason, have a really quick stun recovery. Ow. Stupid, I didn't pay attention. I think I'm gonna have to take a heal. And yeah, it does clear malaise. Good to know. Probably the prison. Prison depths, I believe, after the teleport. I am gonna need a stun. Which is sad, but maybe I'll get a tonic back later. Because I feel like the tonic isn't the worst option here. And I feel like my best option is to actually just go for parries. For the stun and then hit them. Right, whatever's more health. But yeah, tomorrow is booked. We're gonna visit my grandmother. And then on Monday, board game evening. I can maybe play a short game there. I saw you. Okay, there's a mimic. Kind of expecting, well, we're probably gonna play Clank. Or maybe Nature. Those are the two that they suggested. I actually also got board games for Christmas. I got Spacefarers of Catan, which is mostly like nostalgia thing. And The White Castle, which is an honestly really, at least in my opinion, really good board game. It's apparently also very, very difficult to get Alright, where is... There you are. Two hits. Looking forward to playing White Castle again. Maybe I'll bring it along. I don't know if we have the time, and I don't actually believe that the pals I play with are too into that game. But maybe. Also good to know that you can use the parry to cancel the attack. Stupid bird! I maybe should have just dodged it. But well, getting used to the weapons is the point. Number 6, that's the second column. The second column is the bone. The bone was, after the second hit, you do a spin. I could also go with the infantry bow, and I kind of feel like I'm liking that idea more. And then I drop a flint. It's not a legendary flint. I feel like with that bow I want to go for tactics. And take the point blank. Okay, so that's Castlevania. I see a path above. Cat is getting eaten. I would really like to keep the cocoon around. This is going a lot better than usual. Recently. That's probably the Arboretum. It is. Okay. It also appears as if the bow is actually shooting a lot faster than I expected it to. Yeah, tactics. I am not gonna buy anything anyway, so why did I do that? What else can I take with that? Like, if I take the point blank, it doesn't make any sense to take the other option, the distance one. Malay's clear. Okay, I thought they maybe only teleport behind you when you use melee weapons, but no. It's just that they have to see you and you have to stand next to them. If you're directly in front, basically. Alright, castle's outskirts, that's the Arboretum. Do I have anything? Nope, I missed a treasure. And also... Okay, it's down there. Missed the hunter grenade. Nope. Maybe I just skip the hunter grenade. Nah, let's take it. It's a real shame you can't put skills into the backpack. That's a real shame. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be the root grenade, and then I'll get the cocoon back later, hopefully. Or otherwise I just, you know, I have a shield, I can just use that, I guess. Why would I? No, I can actually just use the shield. Why do I care about the cocoon? Right. Demon... No, Damned Vigor. And probably not cursed, actually. It feels like lately it mostly is. But then again, 8 biomes are cursed, so... Yeah, Point Blank is gonna be the next one. They don't teleport as soon as they start their animation, I think. Except sometimes they do, if I recall correctly. More tactics. Don't like that setup, especially with the melee still going up. Go pick. No. The pick is still one of the most... Like, if I were a knight, the pick is one of the weapons I would like to face the least. I don't need skills right now. What skills do I actually want then, if I don't take the cocoon? Like, probably a stun grenade? Ah, shit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I note the lack of health. Also, I believe Tactics is the only tree that doesn't have any kind of healing implemented. So, Gastronomy might not be bad. Just for the increased health from food. The increased damage of the parry, I don't know if that counts for from ranged attacks, but then again, it wouldn't be that much anyway because I'm not going for it. Give me a second. Alright. Does the Damned Vigor actually scale in any way, or is it just fixed? I feel like it's fixed. The root grenade pierces force fields? Why does the root grenade pierce force fields? What? Like, why would it do that? Also, I'm still missing 2 of the gardener's keys. But no, really, why does the root grenade pierce force fields? Maybe because it's not the weapon that deals the damage, but the status effect, and the poor force fields never block status effects, I believe. Unfortunately, no. Well, should have read again. I should really read before I eat. Otherwise, yeah, New Year's gonna be soon. I don't have any, like... What is it called in English? The New Year's promises you make to yourself. That this time you will absolutely go to the gym. And not just pretend to. Honestly, the more I fight these guys, the more I like fighting them. They're very predictable. Ah shit, I shouldn't take tactics. The piercing does help quite a lot, huh? Alright, this time whatever's more health. I already had to drink 2 flasks, which ain't great. Yeah, god damn it. I don't even know if I even have still the chance to get to 60 kills for the door. As I don't think I care all that much. I do like that the bows aim now. Like when I first used the bows, they kind of just shot straight ahead, and that was completely useless against any kind of bird. And now they have at least a little bit of aiming. Tonic or a quick bow. I would love the tonic, but I need to keep the root grenade. And there's the last key. No. No. Okay. So now... anything I miss? Not really. Good. Prison depths then. And hope that the knife boys don't kill me this time. Which they probably will. Also, this is also going to be a short one. Currently, I feel like just not doing a whole lot. Mostly just lying in bed, doing nothing. Get me the point blank. Doesn't look like a lot of damage, but I'm pretty sure it scales up. I hope, at least. And still, 34% more damage is 34% more damage. More damage is, by definition, more damage. This one scales with tactics, so it's kind of just winning out based on that alone. At least they die quick. Alright. A big medkit. Ooh. Honestly, just take that. I really just need to learn how to parry better. That's all that is. That's all there is to the game. Or maybe just stun him into oblivion. That's the other option. Well, that's an elite. I think I'm just gonna let you come down. I thought I parried that. I did not. I have thought about doing that. But I'm not entirely sure if that makes all too much sense. Because the shields don't really have... There is a content creator I like, JK Leeds, who does basically challenge... Well, basically, he does exclusively challenge runs in the Dark Souls game, basically. Except currently they're doing, like... a kind of tournament. They're doing a tournament right now where they do challenge runs against each other. And he also did like shields only. But I realize a problem with the soldier's bow. The crabs are a problem. But yeah, in Dark Souls you can at least still hit people with the shield. Which you can't really do in Dead Cells. You can only parry. Except for the assault shield, I guess, but I don't like that one. Okay, there's nothing here. I don't think I'll take different skills. Oh yeah, Alucard shield. I guess with that it would be possible. Absolutely hate your location, dude. And then, of course, the next elite. fuck. Absolutely hated the position of that elite. And this is also one of the elites that doesn't really like to teleport behind you, I believe. No, I don't think I'll ever do a shield only or... Well, maybe specific... I'm kind of doing a specific weapon only run at this point. But it's not really specific weapon, it's mostly like weapon set. And this one, I hope it's not the third one. Though, it will be the fourth one. Well, I'll roll that again next time. Spite Shield is... Which one is Spite Shield? Or do you mean Spike Shield? Because Spike Shield, yeah. Parry Shield, so you... Because in that case you just have a weapon, a Lookout Shield we will to hit people, the Spike Shield for melee, and the Parry Shield for ranged attacks. So, yeah, if you go with that, you could even trim that down probably with only Parry Shield and Spike Shield, because that way you have the most possible damage against every type of attack. But I still don't think I'd want to do that. Anyway, honestly, I like this set. I rolled it. I'm gonna just take it and then prepare for next time. Yeah. I still do like... the Tonfa. I need to find the other two weapons of the group. Anyway, as mentioned, short one again. Thank you for checking in. I don't know how long I can stream the next 2 days, so in case I don't stream Dead Cells again, hope you're having a happy new year. And otherwise, do whatever you promise yourself to do next year. I don't know, maybe I'll go to the gym. I'll see. For now, I hope you have a nice evening, I hope you have a good night later on, and I hope you have a nice Sunday tomorrow. Goodbye.